Folks, I've got a real head scratcher for you today. Imagine this, a California mansion worth a staggering $3.8 million taken hostage by an Airbnb guest who turned squatter, refusing to budge until she's paid a whopping $100,000. Now, this isn't your run-of-the-mill Airbnb horror story. It's a saga that's been unfolding for over 540 days. Our tale begins in September of 2021 when Sasha Jovanovic, a prominent dentist and the owner of this luxurious Brentwood mansion, decided to rent out the guest house on Airbnb. He thought it would be a quick and easy way to make a few extra bucks. Enter Elizabeth Hirschhorn, the guest who couldn't say goodbye to her temporary digs. Fast forward to today, and we find ourselves in the middle of a legal showdown. Jovanovic wants his mansion back, but an LA judge has thrown a curveball, claiming he can't simply kick out his uninvited tenant. Now, here's where things get tricky. Jovanovic rented out his guest house without the necessary permits and registrations. That's a big no-no in California. In fact, the place even had a shower installed without the proper paperwork. So technically, it wasn't a legal rental from the get-go. To make matters murkier, a new California law has made it tougher for landlords to evict tenants without a valid reason. Given that Jovanovic's rental was already in shaky legal territory, the situation has turned into a real legal disaster. Jovanovic is living a homeowner's nightmare. He's afraid to even set foot in his own mansion. Can you imagine that? Every creak of the floorboard, every whisper of the wind, it all sends shivers down his spine because there's a potentially hostile stranger living under his roof. But hold on, there's more drama. Hirschhorn's legal team isn't pulling any punches. They argue that Jovanovic knowingly broke the law by renting out an unregistered unit and is now trying to play the victim. They accuse him of bullying and harassment and even claim he's concocted wild tales to cover his tracks. Now, let's talk about this mansion. It's perched on a 0.33-acre lot, boasting nearly 3,000 square feet of pure luxury. The view's panoramic. We're talking sweeping vistas of Los Angeles. And oh, there's a pool too. It's the kind of place that dreams are made of. Jovanovic, this global dental expert, has owned the place since 1995, originally buying it for a mere $750,000. In 2009, he decided to up the ante, adding a guest house complete with a kitchenette, bathroom, bedroom, and floor-to-ceiling sliding doors. It's like living in a postcard. He dipped his toes into the world of short-term rentals in 2019, listing the guest house as a modern studio with stunning 360 Ocean City views for a cool $215 a night. Initially, Hirschhorn's stay was supposed to be a short one, just 6 months, but as fate would have it, she extended it by another 24 days due to a laundry list of complaints, including mold and water damage that she claimed wasn't there before. Jovanovic, trying to be a good host, offered to put her up in a hotel while he fixed the issues, but Hirschhorn, citing COVID-19 concerns and her own sensitivities, declined the offer. She even turned down a stay in Jovanovic's own home, all because of her aversion to cats. Things reached a breaking point when Jovanovic told her that her reservation was up and she needed to vacate. Well, she didn't. Not then. Not ever. As of 2023, she's been there for 408 days beyond her reservation, and she's not showing any signs of packing her bags. Jovanovic, along with his lawyer Sebastian Rucci, filed 4 complaints against Hirschhorn. One was for overstaying her welcome, another for damages, a third for negligence, and the final one for trespassing. However, the judge sided with Hirschhorn's team, stating that there's no legal basis for the lawsuit. So now, Jovanovic and Hirschhorn find themselves living just a stone's throw away from each other as neighbors turned enemies. They bicker over mail and noisy music, and Jovanovic's family can't sleep well anymore because Hirschhorn's door is just feet away from his daughter's room. It's become a living nightmare. As it stands, Jehovanek can't simply evict her thanks to LA's Just Cause Ordinance, which requires a valid reason to kick out tenants, and staying for over 6 months qualifies Hirschhorn. She's also arguing that given the mansion's lack of proper permits, she shouldn't have to pay rent at all. Jehovanek's dream mansion has turned into a legal battleground, and Hirschhorn shows no signs of leaving anytime soon. Who will prevail in this real-life housing saga? Only time will tell. This mom makes soaps and creams from breast milk and sells them online. Check out this video for more details and get ready to be shocked and intrigued.